Holly would be proud. We're really both Holly's offspring in two different ways. I think your personality is more similar to Miss Holly's than people really know, because they don't really know that side of Miss Holly. And then I'm kind of more social as she was in different regards. But the both of us are the offspring, and if not for her paving the way, then neither one of us would be able to do the work that we're doing right now. And I know she had different conversations with both of us before she passed away, while she was serving on council. And I know the talks she had with me while I was on council, and the talks that she was having to Kai about why she should run for council. And I think she had to live through being solo. And I'll never forget her saying to me, one day I remember saying to her, like, well, why didn't you want to run a second term? Like, what's... And she was like, you're going to see. She's like, some things I can't tell you, you're going to see, in her way. And she would, turn her head and, you're going to see. You're going to see. And I never understood it. And now I understand it.
To stay course. I mean, we're getting a lot of things done. If we continued, that's one of the things when I was trying to pressure Councilor Bellamy into staying, that I understood.
Make me, like we said earlier. Remember, make me.
To trying this again, running again, seeing what happened was because we are getting, and even though a lot of people don't understand how much work we put in, and that the outcomes, I think by another, 4-year term, I told him, you run again, I'll run again, we'll figure it.
Because it was before, she definitely not running again. And she was going to leave me to do it again.
But I think by that time, people will start seeing that some of these, tides that need to, change are in fact changing. And I think
they're just starting to see that. Like I would say,
which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I would say, and I wonder how you feel, like if you agree, like the last, in my opinion, maybe the last 6 or 7 months, I think when people have realized, like, it's
I
for
think
real.
Once you announced that you were not running again, and we got the alternatives, to who you replaced with, people were like, oh, well, maybe, and it's just, treating people the way, they deserve to be treated while they're here versus thinking that there's something or someone better or someone that will meet your needs instead of looking at the whole picture and what's being done and whether that gets us to the ultimate goal. And I think that's one of our problems. We don't have like that 10-point plan. We haven't been able to, as a community, come together and say, these are the things that we are working on. I was talking to Harold Foley about that a couple months ago. We've been on a battlefield and we haven't been able to get off of it and really set a plan. And then people, while they'll elect you into office, once they realize they can't dictate every step, they are moving on to the next, it seems to me, person that they may be able to dictate every step instead of trusting, the process and building a team. Now, Wes tried a little bit more than I did because I'm not even, ever even going to contemplate it. But hopefully that at some point they see what the, what the bigger picture, and that it's all, that all the work is being put in so that, the city overall is a better place.
I think Miss Holly would be proud. I've never thought about that. But I think she, first of all, from the symbolic piece of just having both people who she loved on council in different ways.
One person who's leaving, but yeah.
Anyway, 2 people that she loved on council who I think she, in some regards probably thought of as her own children or, a niece and a nephew. She would have been very proud to see us both on. And then secondly, all the work that she was doing with public housing redevelopment, the work that we both have been able to accomplish in that regard, I think she would have been ecstatic about that. I think she would have.
But a lot of things have been a continue. We talked about that a little ways earlier. The Home to Hope reentry. You and I have both been attempting to figure out this health initiative and getting more, kind of buy-in from the low-income communities about, what does that look like, caring for yourself, self-care. We've been battling about that and trying to get it. He's put it on his radar. I'm still trying to figure out how to get it on my day-to-day, schedule. He's sealed it. And me. But anyway, I was a little salty about that a couple months ago. But now, I understand, and I need to do the same thing.
Mello, you a fool for this one, boy.
In 96, we was in the Estes parking lot. I'm not a talker, so you never hear me talk a lot. I'ma tell a story of what happened back then. It's the story of some enterprising black men. Y'all remember when Estes used to be jumping, the vendors out and somebody had the beats bumping. My man Papers, yeah, he got the mixtapes, the fly gear from up top. Yo, what up, Dave? Ronnie Anderson over on the chest.